there, we're going to roll over to Memphis. I'm going to talk to my good friend. It's with another private school that eventually will face Knox Catholic later on. But anyway, let's bring live and on the air the head coach of the Christian Brothers Purple Wave, head coach Thomas McDaniel. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm doing awesome. How are you, Stork?
Doing pretty good. You didn't play last Friday, did you?
We did not. It was a weird set of circumstances. We were actually getting ready, dressed, fixing to walk out, and a bad storm from the southeast pushed toward the northwest, which was odd, and continued to build. And a lot of schools in the area got postponed and canceled, and lightning came in. We waited for about 2.5 hours and called it at about 8:30.
Wow. So,
So
when you go through that and everything, I mean, and you game prep and everything, I mean, we loaded the truck. We were fixing to head over. It was lightning and kind of raining before we went over to Riverdale. We bagged our broadcast because you don't know if you get in the middle of it, it could start raining again. If you're not prepared, man, it can be just a disaster.
Yeah, it again for us. I was beating myself up because I really didn't anticipate any kind of weather of that magnitude, and yeah, I mean literally at 5:45, I was walking on the track just last minute trying to make sure everything was set up for the game, and at 6:15 we're kind of hunkered down trying to get people off the patio and. I just, as we sat there, the more I thought this ain't gonna happen. And it was about 8:15, 8:30 that we made the call. And I've never been through anything like that. The closest thing that I've ever even experienced that's even remotely close to that was my very first game as a head coach at Moore County High School against Eagleville. We played a half, and we got postponed at halftime to the next day. Which was super odd, but never have I been in part of the game that just literally was canceled. And ultimately, Sheffield coach and I talked, couldn't really find a date that we could agree upon, and he was fine with just canceling it, and so was I to an extent. Would have liked to have come back Saturday morning.
Yeah.
But with it was kind of like a proverbial crap storm, if you will, that with Labor Day, official shortages, all that, we weren't really guaranteed that we were going to be able to have officials. And, it was just kind of one of those things where at the end of the day, it looked like the best thing to do was to cancel the game. So that's what we did.
Yeah, and because you can't call officials because everybody's into their high school football game. So you can't make good decisions. It's 8 o'clock on a Friday night, and then you're trying to say, well, we'll just come back on Saturday. I mean, is there like a 1-800 number? Do you call TSSAA?
Well, there's a guy that, runs the Memphis, Officials Association, and I had talked to him, and he just told me, pretty persuasively that be careful about rescheduling because I can't promise you officials. And we could probably have done it with a skeleton crew of 3 or 4, but we didn't know that either. And then, again, at the end of the day, it's Labor Day. Who's going out of town? How many people? You gonna play at 10 o'clock? I mean, I'm a realist. It's Saturday. It's like one of the biggest Saturdays for college football, and it's just again, it's not a region game. I think there was more to lose than to gain ultimately, other than I hate it for our seniors. I hate it for all our boys, but I hate it for our seniors if they lose a game because you want them to have a chance to play. And we worked all week and had to alternate our schedule. The reason why I missed last week was because the heat index here was just out. It was just incredible. So we had a couple of days where we were pushed inside. On Wednesday, we didn't practice till 6:30. Didn't get off the field till 9 o'clock. So we had a lot of time, energy, and effort prepping for that Friday night game. And everybody was dressed. We were ready to go. It's just it's a letdown. But again, try not to cry over spilled milk. There's a lot of things you can control, and there's a lot of things you can't control. And this was pretty much out of our hands, and I just move it forward.
Well, and like you said, the worst thing about it is, and it's for the kids. I mean, that's the reason why you're into it. I mean, that's the reason why we do it. I mean, I try to tell them our main number one objective. I was talking to our broadcast team Sunday. Said number one objective is to get to the stadium, get the broadcast up, and call the game. Get the runner and the tackler, and just call the game and have a good time. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, and stay out of everybody's way. But I hate it, But like you say, you still have to make good decisions because you're teaching them also to be adults. So you have to, part of growing up is sometimes we can't do everything we want to do.
That's right, and you try to tell them, but life isn't fair. It never is. Things are going to happen, and you got to respond to it. And, it was pretty cool. The boys were still kind of dressed in the locker room. We've got a pretty nice setup in our locker room, so we put a college football game on, and they were enjoying it. They were enjoying it together. And then the BA Brentwood High School game was live streamed, so we put it on that. They actually got quiet and watched the game. So I think it kind of showed the level of maturity that our guys have, and it was kind of a nice camaraderie deal. So anyway, it is what it is. We move on.
Well, and it worked out because now your next opponent is the Brentwood Academy Eagles, so it worked out. A chance to see them playing live and conversating like that, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
There we are. All right, Coach. Let's see. Are we back and on the air? Heck yeah, we're back. Can't believe it. I lost my battery. I'm glad everybody's still there. But anyway, Coach, uh, you got Brentwood Academy on Friday night. What did you like about them? What is it they do real well?
Well, they're different, than they have been the last couple of years. Obviously, Paul Wade, they're traditionally the last few years been a little bit more spread. Now they're more 21 personnel. George is under center sometimes, a lot of play action pass, uh, good receivers on the perimeter. And, they've played two really good opponents in CPA and Brentwood High School. And, ultimately we've got to do a good job of stopping the run, but also handling the deep ball, which could cause a different set of, problems defensively. Offensively, we've got to, kind of stay out of our own way, try to eliminate negative plays, obviously not turn the ball over and give George a short field. But, look, they got a five-star quarterback. They got some good weapons, and they're solid up front on both sides, so it's going to be quite the challenge.
You not getting in that game, that kind of concerns you going into a region game. I mean, if if it was somebody else, you wouldn't be much as concerned. But playing one of the upper levels, you'd like to be a little bit better prepared, wouldn't you?
I mean, again, like every rep counts and it matters. I mean, luckily we have a lot of experience on defense, so I'm not too concerned about that. At the end of the day, again, my heart says I'd like to play because I want our kids to have that experience. But my head says, we stayed healthy. We should be fresh, and Again, I'm not going to what if everything. At the end of the day, we got to go out and execute and give ourselves a chance to be successful in the fourth quarter. And if we're good enough, we'll have a chance. So they're like I said, they're a solid football team. Uh, we've got to make sure we execute our plan and hopefully give ourselves a chance to win.
Well, are you? Did you have a good? Did you have a good Labor Day weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. Aside from the Friday night letdown, got by the pool Saturday afternoon after I worked on Brentwood Academy for a while, and let's see, we cooked. We did wings Saturday. Got on the Blackstone uh, Sunday or Monday afternoon. Did some buffalo chicken quesadillas. Watched a lot of college football. Spent time with my family, and life is good.
That's good. That's good. Family and everybody doing okay?
Doing incredible. Yep. Weather's starting to finally calm down here. So getting home at 7 o'clock, which makes me, feel like more of a human being, and kind of gotten into the flow of the school year. So can't complain. Blessed.
Coach, we can't thank you enough. It's always special to talk to you on Inside the Headset. Good luck Friday night, and stay safe and play hard.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
All right, see you. Bye.